eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks so much to everyone tuning in from around the world. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt here with you. And also joining us once again, Brock, are those Philadelphia Eagles. Champions last year, dominating the perennial favorite Chiefs. And now they're facing a new test as they look to repeat.
This is supposed to be a league of parity, Kate. And these Eagles, they just find a way to be on this stage time after time, winning that Lombardi last February. So much of this team remains the same. The front office continues to build at the line of scrimmage. That blueprint they used last season, get the job done tonight.
One team's legacy will be changed forever. Away we go at the Super Bowl. Ashton Doolin now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought up by the 6th overall pick in 2019. One of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now it's second down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Quickly out to the right. Complete. Near the sideline at the 30. Still going. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
Third down.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Jones running sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Play action now with Jones. Brought in. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
So after the penalty, here's 1st and 15. Jones going to do it himself. And that's when Reed goes backwards, Brock. They hand him a loss of 5.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got into scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in a Super Bowl and have a lead.
Badgley
on to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. But I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Shoots away from one. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down throwing for Hurts. Setting up the running back screen. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Brings up Second and 7 at the Colts' 25-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts now from the gun. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Elliott connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love, across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Play fake, Jones. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Colts first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
From the gun, Taylor. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, and if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jones to throw. Pass is cut at the 9. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts break the tie here in the first.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 3.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. So we're officially through one here in the Super Bowl. It's a 10-3 ball game. More from Santa Clara coming up. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got it first to begin the frame. They go to Barkley again. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he's caught. He's got Brown. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Jones. Flush out to his left.
Positive with that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Straight ahead with Taylor. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down, Jones to throw. Nabbed by Warren. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Taylor now up the middle. He's still going at the 30. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones. He's got it downfield near the edge. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Pistol now for Jones. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Badgley for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
17. Eagles 10.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
First down, Philadelphia.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Hurts. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down now, ball at the 33. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Zone read give here to Barkley. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hurts to throw. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A gain of 8 yards.
So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Motion man sent left. To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it 17 all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Doolin. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Again, Jones to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Man in motion, headed right. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Throw right side, finds Pittman. Man, he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. To throw again, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Jones going to throw again. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Taken in by Downs, left side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1. Here's Jones. That's on target to Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Badgley for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Bigsby with the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. First down, around with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Hurts on 1st down. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he dodged the tackle. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles bring it back to even.
Ties the game 24-24.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Jones. Finds the in route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively and for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. This is Taylor. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry a-coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Here's Taylor. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Taylor again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They send a man in motion. Jones now on 3rd down. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Taylor from the pistol. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Blitz coming for Jones. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
What is this?
Michael Badgley going to try and knock this through for 3. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Badgley able to knock it through. And
They spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. It's his running back. Reaches the 40. Saquon Barkley. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the third. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 31, Colts 27.
Let's get this point. That's an easy three. He can make that in his sleeve.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
On the return, here's Doolin. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Colts offense set to head out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Shoves him off. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The Colts with the ball, hoping they can put up some points and keep their title hopes alive. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They go again with Taylor. Saw the lead, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
At the 4-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Pressure comes, Jones. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts push their lead to 3.
Colts 34, Eagles 31.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A motion to tight end left. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They send the tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. It's now 4th down.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
Hey, 4th down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. And a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Jones going to do it himself. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
5 men now in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Taken in by Pierce. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 9-point advantage. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Badgley for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game.
Colts 41, Eagles 31.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. But a state of urgency, got to be a sky high right now.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to throw, Hurts. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of
So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
number 11.
He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down, Eagles.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Hurts throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. It's a screen to Barkley. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles got to score in a hurry. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
41.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Doolin. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation,
That
yep.
is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And bring the tight end left. Taylor now up the middle. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Brings up 2nd
That's the
and
kind of
7.
yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to pass it here. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout.
Makes it 3rd
And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. The motion a receiver left. He'll look to throw it. That finds Pittman complete. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Drawn up for him. And for the 3rd time in franchise history, partner, 2nd time they're representing this great state of Indiana, the Colts are Super Bowl champions. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end, really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle-tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
So for